Hey guys, Joe back with Grill Joe's Barbecue. It's been about a year since I got the ZGrills 700 D4E, and I got a little package in the mail from ZGrills, so we're gonna go through that, see what we got, and kind of give a 1 year review on this smoker. This is the bigger one. I had the smaller one before. So let's get into what they sent me. And as usual, links in the description. If you want to pick up your own ZGrills, you can hit that link and get a discount on them. And they are still running there, buy one, get 9 free. You get a new smoker every 5 years, and it costs $100 every new smoker. No strings attached. There's no signing up for a contract. You have to get it every year or have to get it every 5 years. If you don't want it that year, you don't get it. It's just, if you want a new smoker in 5 years, it's only $100 and you get a new one. That's it. So let's get into what they sent me. First off, I'm pretty sure this one is just gonna be some pellets, which is always nice to have. We got some hickory and more hickory. There's one more thing in that box. These are the ZGrills basting brushes. Let's take a look at those. Very nice. These are some metal brushes. They got the ZGrills branding on them. You got a long handled one and a short handled one. I've been needing some basting brushes, so that's awesome. It does come with some extra tips as well. This is very cool right here. So as you can see on this 700 smoker, there is no front shelf. So they have a shelf you can buy and install, so you get a front shelf that also folds. How that works, we're about to find out. So this is a universal shelf for all their 700 series smokers. So you have to kind of look at the instructions and see exactly the same for all of them. It's showing I should have 2 screws here to remove to put the shelf on, but I only have 1 attaching the smoker. And it's that one right there. So we'll slide this in. This actually works out really well because when I was moving, I dropped this smoker and somehow I lost a bolt here. I must not have had it tightened down good enough because that bolt got lost in the move. So I needed a new one anyways there. Just like that. I got 2 some. Something else that broke when I dropped it was the magnet on the door. It fell out somewhere, so I need to get a new magnet for that to keep it shut. Now I got the 2 brackets on there. Where the shelf goes over the brackets on each side, and then it comes with these 4 screws that are different than the rest. We're gonna put those in. All right, now I got those 4 screws in. This will go up and attaches to the bolts. Up and it drops back down. So that was a super easy install to increase the functionality of the ZGrills 700 series. Now you can drop that shelf down when you aren't using it, put it in place when you're getting ready to come out and smoke. There's so many times I've been putting stuff, and you can just set stuff on this flat fire box, on the flat pellet box here, because it is a flat surface, so that is nice if you want to put something there while you're getting in and out of the smoker. So coming from the smaller smoker, this one obviously ton more room. I love that about this 700 series. The control panel is Wi-Fi, so I can get on their app and I can check what my smokes are doing, what the temperatures are at. But most of the time I've been home, so I just go out and check it myself, or I'll have separate wireless probes in there. I really like using the Inkbird. Those are in the description. You can click that and see which ones I'm using. I really like those because you can check the temperature of your meat and of your smoker at the same time. This holds heat great. It gets up to temperature quick, and the pellets holder is huge. You can put in a full bag of pellets in there. That will last you probably 8 to 12 hours. Storage underneath is nice. If I wanted to have dropped it and broke that magnet, this door to stay shut all the time. And right now I'm just kind of latching it with something as I go inside so the wind doesn't bang it around. But having storage underneath is really nice because you can put your pellets underneath there so you aren't taking up more space and they stay dry. This usually is underneath a covered area on my back porch, so I don't have to worry about water getting into the pellet box. But this lid is very nice because it has 4 sides to it that cover all edges, so if rain does hit this, it's going off the sides and not into the pellet box, so you won't be getting water on your pellets and getting those all caked up. The best thing though, coming from the smaller one to this, is just the more cooking space. You can do bigger cooks in these bigger smokers. You can fit 3 pork butts in there, probably 4 or 5 racks of ribs, a whole size brisket, a whole size turkey. All those can fit on this big smoker and you'll get a good smoke on it. The only thing that it's missing that I would like to see on a future smoker, maybe ZGrills, other ZGrills models have it and this one just doesn't, is an easy ash clean out where you can kind of just pull a lever, it drops your ashes out and then you can vacuum those out. So you don't have to pull out the whole inside. But that makes it easier to clean your ashes out, but it also makes it easier to forget about cleaning the inside of your smoker more often. This is pretty dirty right now. We're gonna get this open and cleaned out because I'm gonna do another cook tomorrow in it. But that's just something that makes it a little bit easier to clean out your ashes if you have that option. And another cool feature would be having a live fire area to sear stuff when you get done smoking like a steak. I've seen some smokers where you can pull the grill grates over it and cook right on that, right above the heat flame. So that gives you a nice sear option. Like I said, other ZGrills may have that one, this one does not, but those are the only 2 things that I'd say we're missing from this that I would like to see on a new smoker. But overall, I've been very happy with it. Sometimes the temps weren't matching perfectly with what the control module was saying, but they wouldn't be too far off. And who's to say my Inkbird thermometer was the one that was actually off compared to the temps on the controller. But I just like to get an average kind of between those 2. I'll usually get it up and running, see what the controller's saying, see what my Inkbird's saying, and shoot for the middle. And it's not a huge difference, so normally it wouldn't affect your cook if it was off a little bit anyways, so it hasn't been a huge problem for me. But that's really the only bad thing I have to say about it, is sometimes that temp doesn't match. Besides that, I've had great cooks on it. It's handled everything I've thrown at it, so I've really been enjoying it. And you'll be seeing some more cooks on it. I'm gonna be doing some stuff where I'm gonna be basting with the ZGrills branded basting brushes. Some nice features are it does have a felt lining around the edges of this to keep that smoke in there. It holds it to the temperature well. It keeps that smoke in there. You don't see a lot of it escaping. It does have this upper rack so you can fit in more stuff if you're doing like an over-the-top chili or something, or you're smoking some jalapeno poppers. You can put those along this top rack. And it has been really durable. I've had it for over a year, and like I said, I did move houses, so it moved from my other house, and it did get dropped in that time. It fell over, some bolts came out, but I just replaced those. And the only thing that broke was the door. The control module, everything's still smoking fine. It's all working great still. So I'd say if you're in the market for a larger smoker that is affordable, in smoker terms, like if you're looking at these pellet smokers and you're looking at one with this size, if you get out of ZGrills, you're looking into the thousands of dollars. This guy is coming in under $1,000, so you can get a good smoking area with good smoke quality at an affordable price. And I'd say ZGrills really does lead that market for affordable smokers at the entry level, but they still come loaded with features like this one. You can connect to your Wi-Fi, and it still has great quality smoke and tons of space on the inside with the storage underneath as well, which is something I really enjoy. So after using it for the past year, those are my thoughts on it. Only a couple things I'd like to see difference in a new smoker: easier ash clean out, maybe a sear spot, and maybe the controller being a little bit more accurate on what the temperature wise is reading compared to what other thermometers are reading. But besides that, I think the pros outweigh the cons on this. I've had tons of great smokes. Full-size turkey, full-size brisket. So if you're looking for a ZGrills, make sure you get in that description, hit my link. You can follow the link for the shelf, the smoker. You get a discount, and also they had that buy one get 10 deal going on right now. I'll let you look into it. I'm tired of explaining it. It's a good deal if you want a smoker every 5 years for only $100. So click that link. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. And make sure you're following. I have a full folder full of ZGrills cooks. So if you want to see this thing in action, I have a whole playlist full of cooks on this one, plus my last ZGrills. And I'll be adding more to that as the year goes on. So make sure you hit that folder, make sure you're subscribed, and hit that like button. We'll see you next time.